totally think that quickly educated the people in Durham what boba was, right? Because we had other boba places, nothing boba specific, but like they just also happened to have boba. So people are like, oh, I want boba. It's like, well, there are different kinds of boba, right? And it's not really boba, it's toppings. In Chinese, boba is called boba, which is the only reason why it's called boba, is because it's like the American way of saying the Chinese version of it. I don't know, I really didn't think it was gonna be popular out here because everyone's used to sweet tea. They're like, what's milk tea? And most importantly, what the heck is the black stuff at the bottom? Like, it looks weird. But Durham, the people are pretty adventurous, so they're willing to at least try it the first time. And I think they're also really supportive of just local businesses in general, which is great. Because no one's going out, I have a lot more Durham community members, like, you know, trying to figure out what to do. They're like, let's go do something. I think that is really kind of the biggest change that I've seen since coronavirus is you just don't see a whole lot of people hanging out anymore, which sucks because I loved seeing that vibe of people playing board games and actually talking to customers, getting to know them. Now it's like, what'd you say? Because they have a mask, I have no idea what they're saying, and I have to really, really listen to what their order is. So it's hard to make kind of that small talk and really getting to know people over time.
So, okay, things that's changed in Quickly specifically is like working with customers. It's like a lot harder to be personal with them because you have to stand so far away and you can't really like have that relationship that you're usually able to build just in like the 5 minutes that you guys are talking and taking orders. Just like cleaning a ton, cleaning like the door handles, spraying everything. It's sad. It's like always like too quiet in here because like there's no one sitting in the area, which is so sad. Like we're just always by ourselves when there's no customers taking orders or waiting for their drinks. Just for Quickly, like not a lot has changed because we're not a restaurant or anything. We're just like usually just taking orders anyways and making drinks, so.
You know, it's actually maybe a little more expensive to do stuff during coronavirus because there are so many more precautions you have to put in place. Already, you know, the public health officials tell us to do certain things, right? So you have to buy these certain commercial items, which obviously cost more. And then now we've got coronavirus, so you've got to do more. Not saying that it's bad, right? It's good, but you know, in order to spend money, I have to make money. And during coronavirus, it may not be as busy as it typically is. So your margins start to kind of dwindle a little bit. And you're like, man, I hope I can stay around. Yeah, so for the future of Quickly, I hope that Quickly is going to really grow and be a staple in the Durham community. Now for me, I don't see myself here like forever, right? I do have, as many people know, I do have like another job too. So I started this more as like a passion project, like, oh yeah, like I really want to open this. This would be such a good idea. Oh my gosh, I can't believe nobody's done it before. I might as well do it, right? And so that's kind of how it all came to be. And then I really like starting things up, but I'll be totally honest, the way I feel about like keeping it running is not as fun for me, right? Like I like starting it, and then when it's like good to go, it's like, all right, what's my next thing? Like, what do I want to do next? All right, cool. So, you guys all saw the email? Yes? Well, that's news. So everything was finalized yesterday, and the whole reason why
Rachel texted me.
Well, who's Rachel?
Rachel was our old team lead months ago, and she texted me, was like, yo, LL, what the fuck?
Let me see.
What the fuck? I so called it. I was like, what happened? She goes, just read the group chat. Because I don't have an iPhone, you know. So I go in my iPhone and everyone's like, LL's about to wake up to this spam of text messages. So it's like, she pretty much was like, I wanted to buy it. And that was it. Jackie didn't say anything at all. I mean, we knew we speculated. We were like, why is she all of a sudden hiring somebody who's like 30 years older than us? And then we're like, haha, JK, maybe he's our new boss. Gotcha. So we made a group chat months ago about it, and then next thing you know, we do got a new boss.
I worked at Quickly for about almost 2 years, end of November of 2018. I had just, my last day was the day before that everybody, when the news broke out that we got a new owner. So I still consider myself kind of working here because I've only been out off the schedule for like a week. So, but yes, I wasn't actually working here. I had just stopped working.
Yeah, so when it comes to the culture of the store, I like to think that I definitely had a hand in it. When I decided to open my own store, and I tell everyone this when I interview them, I really do think it's a team sport. Nobody's like higher or lower, right? It's just all about taking the accountability, being proactive.
So Lee, though, our boss, has been working with us for, I don't even know how long, like a couple months. So we already, as employees, already know who he is. I don't think there's gonna be like that big of a change. But on the other hand, we did all see him as an employee because we were not given any information or any idea that he was ever gonna become our boss. So I don't know how people are gonna take this transition from seeing him as someone who's our equal to seeing someone who's above us.
So I'm not really comfortable working with someone who can't lead me or looks at me for leadership because they're unable to do it. So, yeah.
Has he looked at you for leadership before?
Yes. And it's just like, you have 20 years of experience with you. For us, not really.
I think the majority of the employees here are wanting to see Quickly succeed. None of us are like, oh, let's watch Quickly don't go downhill, like, woo, Quickly burn, I don't know. I know that people like LL, who's worked here for a while, is definitely like putting in a lot of extra work that she doesn't really need to do just to help this place to succeed.
So since we changed, I said that we need all this stuff for him. So we made inventory to make it simpler. You know, we have the dates, the pieces, the cases, how much is being used. From
How long
boba.
did it take you to make that?
Maybe 2 hours.
This has been about a 2-year process. I was originally thinking to start my own, but then I did come into contact with Jackie, and she was interested to sell, and you know, it's a great place, so, and it's already established, so less risk involved. There's just so much possibility. Right now it's currently a lot of menu offerings, not as much food, but in terms of the drinks, a lot of variety, so there's definitely room to expand. Looking to add more boba eventually, some more drink options, definitely more food. Thinking maybe popcorn shrimp, perhaps orange chicken, maybe chicken teriyaki, all kinds of things. Donuts, why not? Why not put some donuts in the fryer and put some glaze on, some honey glaze or something like that, maybe some pomegranate glaze. Possibilities are endless, and that's one of the reasons I purchased it. So.
I know for a really long time, I could have gone and jobbed somewhere else where I could have gotten paid more. I have a ton of experience. I've been working here for so long, it's crazy. I have no idea how or why, but the main reason why I'm still here is because Quickly, kind of in a way, I know it's not mine, but I kind of see it as mine because I've seen this place like through its ups and downs from the very beginning. Like I was here before all of this was even here. I looked in the window and it was just like just floor, and that was it. And I watched it get built. I watched it grow into the place that it is now, which is crazy. So I would never ever want to see this place go downhill because in a way, I feel like I'm a part of this place as well.
And then your job gets replaced by a robot.
I don't think a robot could do my job. I really don't think a robot could do my job.
Think about it. You put it on a conveyor belt, and then it's just like.
Actually, you ain't wrong.